dollar. Now, I grew up in the middle of nowhere, so I just think, I was like, whoa.
Must have been magic seeds.
Yeah, magic seeds. All right, brand new today. This is the French Hollyhock Duo Collection. 2 pieces, less than $30. And of course, if you've got a Q card, that means if you want to pick up more than one, you can bring this home on 3 easy payments or more. It's M53083. This is one of those things that when you think about edibles in the garden, and then the whole presentation, holy mackerel.
Yeah, this is one of those plants that if you're a pet lover, if you have pets and you're worried, you know, can I get this in my garden because my cat might eat it, my dog.
Totally.
This whole plant's edible.
Well,
so
we have
don't worry
a fenced-in yard, and so we'll let our dog and now our second dog, you know, kind of run out there while we hang out on the porch. And, you know, I'll be honest with you, because it's fenced in, I might be reading a book. I don't want to have to worry about every single thing. So that, to me, as a pet owner, is just high priority list. But then to get blooms like this.
They are silky, silky flowers, beautiful flowers. All of them are bicolored or two-toned. In the back of the border is a great place for them. They like the full sun. Flowers, you think you get flowers? June, July, August, September, all the way to your first frost. They're in bloom.
Well, that could maybe be even into October for some of you.
And then there's the perennial aspect, because a lot of these, they call them English mallow or malvas, they are biennial, which means they only come back every other year. These varieties come back and bloom every year.
Well, let's talk about the height first of all, because you see them towering over me right now.
I know, we're not this short, because they say they grow
tall.
5 foot tall. And these are a little taller, but they stretched because we had to push them for the greenhouse.
Gotcha.
So, but normally they're going to grow 3 to 5 foot tall, 2 foot wide.
That's incredible, especially considering you're getting 4 pieces, and you're getting, I believe, 2 different varieties.
Yes, you're getting the Mystic Merlin, which is the darker color, and it's got the real purple veins going through it. And if you want to start a butterfly garden, or if you have one, add this, because the butterflies go crazy over it.
Ooh, nice.
And there you can see the stems coming up. That's how they start up blooming. You're going to have flowers for over 4 months out of the year. And that is coming up as Zabrina, I believe you're looking at now, the lighter color with the dark veins.
Ooh, that is spectacular. And I love that you can put it in like tea. You mentioned you put it in salad.
I do. My kids, I think when the first time I went out and put this in the salad, they freaked out. Hannah, my daughter, is a vegetarian, so we eat a lot of salads at our house.
Yeah.
And all you do is you just pick a flower, and I'll show you in a second, and throw the petals in there. You don't load it up, but it really makes it look so pretty.
Well, you know, that's one of those things about salads, like the more colorful they are, the more that I have the appetite to want to eat them every day. And this is kind of that cool way that, you know, maybe you have that vegetable garden, you've got the cucumbers, but you want something different.
Look at this, Courtney, they're growing right into the cracks in front of this old cottage, and it gives you almost a Victorian look. So if you like that Victorian cottage garden, this is a great plant for that.
Well, you're getting 4 of these, 2 sets of 2 different varieties. And yet when you get it home, the thing that surprises me the most is how large the actual leaves are on this.
The leaves get big, and it's a really pretty foliage. And these aren't seeds.
No, they're not
seedlings. These things have been grown. They've already gone through their first winter. Could you hold that for a second?
Yes, I can.
Thanks. I'll show you.
I can hold the other one if you need me to.
No, I got it. I'm just going to try to pull it out to show you. Look.
Whoa, look at those roots.
Look at the roots. This thing is ready to go. You put this in the ground or in a pot at your house and stand back, let it go to work.
And that's the other reason why you continue to shop Roberta's. I mean, this 4th generation family is, it's already been through its first season. If it's got any issues, you guys have already worked it out for us. So I always think about when you buy your plants and when you buy your flowers from these guys, you've already had 1 season of success and you didn't even know it. So when you see this flower and you see the ability that can go from 3 to 5 feet just in its first season, is incredible.
I'm picking off a few of these just to show you how easy this is. So what you do is you just throw these loose petals
and they don't really have a taste.
On your plate, on your desserts, on your pies.
Can you imagine that with like a little cheesecake?
They don't really taste. They're silky smooth on your salads. It really decorates it, makes something special. You know?
Wait, is this the a variety of flowers that you can buy in the supermarket that are in the produce section, usually in the tiny plastic
And the little
container.
edibles, yes,
yeah,
they'll
that are
use these.
insanely expensive, and you're like, ooh.
And you know, are you kidding me? You know, how many thousand flowers you think you get in a season off this thing?
Oh,
Don't go out there
totally.
and buy that stuff.
No, and I mean that's the other thing. Like, what are you paying to buy some of these in the supermarket? And you might be getting that much. You still have thousands of other blooms that you can look forward to just this season alone. And the cool thing about this is it's a perennial. So the idea that you can enjoy it this season, get the blooms on it. If you're planting it in the ground, because it gets so tall, I mean, does it need to be a foot in the ground?
Well, no, what you
or
do,
is this container only?
They're going to grow 3 to 5 foot tall. If yours is on the tall side, you can use a stake and stake it for the wind.
Okay.
I do that at home if I get a tall one.
Yeah.
The 3-footers you can just leave alone. They're fine.
Okay.
Pretty sturdy.
Perfect.
And but the fact they come back every year, it's not an annual experiment. If you love these, put them in the back of your border, create the butterfly garden, create that Victorian garden that you like.
Yes, yes. And that's one of those, I feel like, that when you see the gardens in those beautiful coffee table books, you get in real life now, brand new today. You've seen it first, 300 now out the door. You're getting 2 different varieties for 2 sets of each for less than $30. It's M53083. Okay, so earlier in the show, in case you missed it, Eric was on with this 2-piece